Never has politics felt so personal. The highs and lows of life and death have been debated.
I did not know for 5 days, in fact many months, whether she would live or die.
Freedom in death is only possible if you have had freedom in life.
That moment also gave me a glimpse of how I would want to live my death.
Now the end is near. As the final vote on assisted dying looms and campaigners on both sides hope their voices have been heard. The bill's sponsor and driving force, Kim Leadbeater, is confident the legislation will pass.
We had a good majority at second reading, I think it was 55 majority. There might be some small movement in the middle. Some people might change their mind one way, others will change their mind the other way. But fundamentally, I don't anticipate that majority would be heavily eroded.
The ayes to the right, 330.
At the first vote back in November, the bill passed with a majority of 55. But there has been some movement over the intervening months as it was scrutinised at committee stage. Labour's Jack Abbott was on the committee and initially voted against, but has switched sides.
I can say hand on heart that I think it's a much stronger bill. The bill is in a much stronger place than it was when people voted for it at second reading. Absolutely, we want this to be incredibly strong in terms of the safeguards in place. And as I say, at second reading in November, I felt there's still too many unanswered questions. I think a lot of those questions have now been answered.
As MPs make their final deliberations, we've spoken to 25 who've told Sky News they've changed their position on assisted dying. This is how they voted last time round. You can see fairly evenly split between for and abstain, just a few against. And this is how they intend to vote this time round. As you can see, despite some MPs like Jack Abbott, who we've just heard from, now voting for, the direction of travel is quite clear. All the movement is towards against. But will it be enough to change the result? One of those MPs that will now vote against is Liberal Democrat Brian Matthew.
I voted for it to go through to the second reading because I felt it needed discussion. The biggest issue is around the whole thing about end-of-life care in this country, which is pretty patchy. It's, better in some areas than it is in others.
There is nothing that can be done.
This is a vote with profound consequences. The outcome difficult to predict, with many still deliberating and most thinking it could be very close. Liz Bates, Sky News, Westminster.